What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome back to my 100% playthrough for Final Fantasy 1. Now, one of the things I do just want to quickly mention is, I know in the last video we killed Chaos. This is a save that I made just before that fight, simply due to the fact there is no post-game on FF1. So if you complete the game, there's no, like, you know, make a clear save and load that or anything like that. We do just have to load an earlier save, and then we can use the exit spell to leave the Chaos Shrine. And with that, we are out. So, as I just mentioned, we did kill Chaos in the last one, which means it's now time to go ahead and do the 4 optional shrines. Now, these shrines were never actually in the original NES version. They were only in the, well, they first came about in the Game Boy Advance version, the Dawn of Souls version, and then they were also in the PSP version of the game as well. Also, a side little note, these dungeons are not actually going to be in the Pixel Remaster version, unfortunately. And of course, one of the things that I need to do as well is I need to give the Adamantite to the Dwarf to get the Excalibur, so I'm going to quickly do that as well. Also, before we go any further in the video, I do just want to give a big thank you to all of my lovely Patreons shown on screen right now. I love the support, guys. Thank you so much. And just as a reminder to everybody, there is going to be a new Overpowered video coming very soon. Within, you know, maybe within a few days soon, maybe. And of course, Patreon is going to be getting early access to that as well. So, you know, if that's something you might be interested in, then take a look at the Patreon link down below in the description. With that said, though, we now have the Excalibur. So, on the original NES version, this was technically the strongest weapon, like aside from, you know, the Masamune. But we're not playing that version, so we have stronger weapons. But if we were quickly to pull that up, it's right there. 71 attack, sword crafted from a legendary medal. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Okay, and with that said, let's just move on, I guess. It's like it's time to go ahead and do the actual shrines. Now, even though I say shrines, they aren't actually called shrines. Well, technically one of them is. I just call them shrines because I find it easier, but I'm going to be talking about the Earthgift Shrine, the Hellfire Chasm, the Livespring Grotto, and the Whisperwind Cove. Now, these are, as I mentioned, these are dungeons that are only on the GBA, PSP, and iOS versions of the game, because I don't think they're actually in the Android version either, oddly enough. But yeah, basically, these are dungeons that you unlock after you beat one of the fiends. So once you beat Lich, whatever you want to call them. Basically, we can go and do the Earthgift Shrine, and then once you beat, you know, the Fire Fiends, you can do Hellfire Chasm, and so on, so forth. So, let's just jump into it, shall we, and go blitz them. It's like, honestly, the first one, probably not going to be that difficult, to be honest. Like, I really don't see us having... Okay, and we're back. I have absolutely no idea what happened, but we had a crash for some reason. Like, as soon as, well, I assume it was a battle. Like, we started off. Oh, I got this one first this time. But yeah, as I was walking through, like, we ended up getting a battle, which, I mean, you know, we did just fine. But then, like, the emulator just completely shut down for some reason. I don't know why. So, yeah, we'll do this again. At least there is one small benefit in this. It happened, like, right at the very start of the dungeon instead of the end, you know? It's small bonuses like that which are going to come in really handy. Oh, I can't believe we crashed, man. It's like, I tell you what, my luck with crashes lately has been shockingly bad. Like, really shockingly bad. If you don't know, I ended up having... Hang on, is this the one? Or... Yeah, this is the one. But yeah, when I was doing Legend of Dragoon for Patreon yesterday, because obviously, you know, Patreon does get 2 Dragoon videos a week, I ended up having a crash on there as well. So, I don't know, man. It's getting kind of ridiculous right now. It's like 2 crashes in 2 days. On 2 different games as well. And it's like, I can't even remember the last time I had a game crash outside of these 2 instances. So I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm cursed. You know, maybe I'm just cursed or something like that. Who knows? Oh no! This is the one that I really, really hate. Okay, single tree. Let's go. Oh, no, single tree. Okay. This is actually really, really good. I know where I am. So if you don't know, these maps are like sort of procedurally generated. Well, kind of. Like, the order that you can do these maps in is random, but the maps themselves are not completely random. This desert one for the Earthgift Shrine is ridiculously annoying. Like, ridiculously annoying. Beyond belief. So it's always handy to have like a nice little picture, you know, next to you, something that you can reference to go through it. Also, just for the people who are wondering, I'm not going to bother picking up all the chests in here, just because the contents are, you know, randomized, and we're going to have to run through this multiple times anyway. So, you know, we're not gonna be missing anything, so to speak, basically. Right, and we are now on floor B5. Now, the good thing about the Earthgift Shrine is there are only 5 floors for you to go through. The downside, however, is you have to do this dungeon 4 times, because there are 4 bosses, and we need to go through it each time. So you've managed to reach these depths. I commend you, but your journey ends here, I'm afraid. So, if you don't know, the first time we came here, we did fight Cerberus, and he kicked our sorry asses. Now it's payback time, I think. Like, we need revenge. Oh, Thunderbolt. The attack that ended my run last time, and we just laugh it off. See, man, he ain't got nothing on me. He ain't got nothing on me at all. It's like, the thing is, when it comes to these bosses, there's really not anything too difficult until, you know, you start getting to things like Omega and that. That's where things start getting really bad. But yeah, see, after you beat a boss, a strange force bars the door and you can't actually go through it, unfortunately. You just have to, you know, you just have to leave, unfortunately. And with that, that's 1 down, 3 to go. So let's go do the other 3, shall we? But yeah, the good thing is, like, when it comes to the Earthgift Shrine, it's really, really quick in the sense that, you know, 4 runs doesn't really take that long. So it's not the end of the world. Well, once we get to the later ones, like Lifespring Grotto, which has 20 floors, and then we have Whisperwind Cove. Now, the Cove is going to be the bad one because that actually has 40 floors. So what I think I might actually do with them is I might just run through the floors once, and then I might just save states at the bosses, you know, just so we can get all 4 bosses done. Because I don't know about you guys, but it's like, well, let's just look at Whisperwind Cove, for example. It's 40 floors a boss, so 4 bosses. You're talking in 160 floors. That would take quite a bit of time, to say the least. So I think what I might do is, you know, just abuse the save states. Well, actually, we can actually save in here, so I could just abuse that as well. And then we'll just fight the 4 bosses that way, maybe. Don't know, we'll have to wait and see for what I decide to do. There is one thing I am going to say, though. I will not be doing the Labyrinth of Time. Oh, no. Bad spot. Bad spot. There's no tree here. Okay, where's it put me? I need a tree. I need a tree to find out where I am. But I can't find one. Okay, there's one. Right, single tree on its own. I'm gonna go left a little. And then down. Oh, I need a couple of trees to, like, pinpoint where I am. I will find it. I will find it. But yeah, as I was saying, I will not be doing the Labyrinth of Time. Just because of the fact that will genuinely take, like, forever. If you don't know, the Labyrinth of Time is... Right, it's one of those dungeons that is, like... basically, it's a bunch of random floors with puzzles in them. The fights in there are well, they're meant to be difficult, but they're not, like, that difficult. Until you get to the later floors, anyway. But it's basically just a long maze with a bunch of puzzles in it, and then at the end there's, like, an optional super boss. One of the things I think I might do is I might just go through it, and then, you know, like, record the super boss. And the main reason I say that is it would take like a really, really, really long time to go through the Labyrinth of Time. But not only that, it would be frustrating as hell. And I don't think the video / the commentary would really be that exciting or, you know, like fun to watch. So yeah, I think I'll be skipping that, to be honest. Plus, I mean, given the random nature of things, like, people can't even really use it as a guide. So there is that as well, unfortunately. But I don't know. Like, I'm still okay with doing the boss if people want to see it. It's just recording the actual run through to get there. Probably not gonna do it, to be honest. Because it is very, very frustrating, you know. That, and it takes literally hours to get through there. It's one of those dungeons that if you only have like an hour or two spare, don't run it, because you can't save in there either. And chances are you're going to run out of MP as you're going through it. So you are going to need, you know, like a whole bunch of ethers, a whole bunch of healing items and all that sort of stuff. But it's basically designed to, you know, like, be a challenge, essentially. I mean, well, going through it isn't actually that difficult. You know, it's like, if you pay attention in that, like, the chances of dying in the random encounters are really, really low. It's more the puzzles that get, like, frustrating. Because it's like, the puzzles themselves aren't difficult in theory. But what does make them difficult is the fact that, you know, like, it's a pixel game. You know, it's 16-bit. It's kind of annoying because, well, one of the puzzles, for example, is you have to kill, like, a specific set of dragons. Oh, that was lucky. But yeah, you have to kill, like, a specific set of dragons. And even though the model that you see on screen is very marginally different, it's just that. It's marginally different. So it gets really, really frustrating, because if you kill the wrong dragon, then you have to restart, basically. And it's so annoying, it's not even funny. So yeah, it would get very, very frustrating, to say the least. But still, I'm willing to at least run through it and fight the boss if you guys want to see it. Because I don't think many people actually know about this this super boss, you know. The Controller of Time. It's a pretty... well, I mean, to be fair, it's actually a pretty difficult fight. Like, it can really mess you up. And if you don't know, that is actually where you get the Barbarian's sword from as well. So you know the sword that I glitched onto my my warrior just to speed things up for me a little? That is how you get that sword normally. You have to beat this optional super boss. So the more you know. I mean, I guess that also just explains, like, how ridiculously overpowered the sword we're using is. In fairness, though, it's like, the sword I'm using doesn't actually change the difficulty of the game for me. It's just making it faster for me, you know? Because it's like, these enemies we're fighting right now, for example, they would get blitzed. Like, even with, you know, starting weapons and things like that. Because with my current level, like, my strength stat is pretty decent. So these enemies are pretty much equivalent of... Well, I mean, they're not starting game enemies, but they're not really far from it. You know, it's like, they're a little bit stronger than enemies from the Earth Cave. So, again, you know, that is really early in terms of enemy difficulty. So it doesn't really matter what weapon we use here, they would still get, like, crushed. Same with the bosses. It's like, I can out-heal all their damage, and I have 99 ethers, so they have no chance in hell of ever killing me. So yeah, I'm just using the good old barb sword for a bit of speed. Right, are we gonna... No, we're still gonna get the desert, aren't we, unfortunately? The only question is, are we going to get a nice spawn point for it, or are we going to get screwed? Ah, we're gonna get screwed. Oh, actually, maybe not. No, we're not getting screwed. Okay, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Right, okay, now we are on B4, and that means we actually only have one floor to get. Well, I mean, we're at the boss floor now, but this is also the actual last boss for the. Oops, not that one. But yeah, this is the last boss now for the Earthgift Shrine. Oops, wrong path. And then after this, it will basically. God damn it, wrong path again. These goddamn mazes, man. But yeah, after this, it's gonna be time for the Hellfire Chasm. Why is there a treasure chest there? Huh. I didn't realize you could get treasure chests on this floor. Well, it is what it is. Oh yeah, this is the Ahriman, guys. Like, this is where the Ahriman very first appeared. Actually, wait, is it? No, because this came out on the Dawn of Souls version. So I don't think Ahriman was originally on FF1. I think Ahriman is originally from FF2. Or is it 3? I don't know. I don't know if he's in 2. He might be from FF3, to be honest. Either way, he's still like one of the very early mobs, you know, it's like... I don't know what it is. Oh, come on, dude. Cura, seriously? You're gonna do that? Well, at least it barely did anything. But yeah, it's like, I don't know what it is, but when you think about some monsters in Final Fantasy, like, some of them have been there since the very, very start of the series, you know? Whereas you also have some others that just, like, completely vanished randomly, which absolutely sucks. Because, like, I know when people think of long-standing monsters from Final Fantasy, they think things like, you know, Marlborough, Cactus, Tomberry, things like that. But they aren't actually in all Final Fantasy games. It's like, I think the only thing that is actually in every Final Fantasy game is Sid and Chocobos. I think that's the only thing in them all anyway. I'm just wondering now if it is or not. Like, is there anything else in them? I don't know. I can't remember. Like, I don't think there is anyway. Well, either way, with that said, let's go ahead and head over to the Hellfire Chasm now, because we've done the first one, which means it's now time for number 2. Now, this one is actually located up here near the Dragon Islands. I just can't remember which one it actually is. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Okay, is it this one? Look, it's one of these, okay? Nope, not that one either. Okay, one of these two, maybe. One of these two. I hate how it makes me park so far away. There we go, we got it. So it's this one right here. Right, well, are we fully healed? No, we're not. So let's just go ahead and heal. Nope, still not fully healed, so we'll use another tent. Okay, we're ready to go in. So if you don't know, the Hellfire Chasm is pretty much the same as the Earthgift Shrine. The only difference is there is actually 10 floors. Now, not only that, the bosses are actually split up as well. So we'll actually have to fight a boss after 5 floors. And then we'll have to fight a second boss after 10 floors. So for the actual Hellfire Chasm, we only actually need to go through it twice, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, it's been a little while, to be honest, but no, I'm fairly sure we only need to go through it twice. One of the other annoying tidbits, though, is there are a couple of the floors that are absolutely massive. And when I say massive, I mean like near enough world map size. Like there is one that is essentially world map size, and it is hella annoying. Like, it is so goddamn annoying, man. But either way, we have to do it anyway. But though I'm afraid to say we're going to be doing that in the next one, because while Hellfire Chasm is probably going to take a while, so I'm going to have its own video dedicated to it. Still though guys, I do hope you have enjoyed this little video. If you have, then please be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. As always though everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.